This is a class I call Body Springs. These are my students, Abby and Grace. Thank you for helping me with this class. If you lack connection with the ground, it is very difficult to hold the violin up and play for hours. So I call this portion of the lesson building connection from the ground up. So first, just stand on your feet and imagine that you're a little baby again and your feet just have no bones in them. Have you ever felt babies' feet? They're just completely pliable, right? They haven't met the hard earth. So your feet are like that, just completely soft and kind of mushy, okay? And now pick one up and just feel how your toes droop, and then put it down softly, softly, and pick the other one up. Very nice. Now, as you're standing on your soft little baby feet, do you feel any difference between your 2 feet? Try to keep your weight in both of your legs. Can you feel certain points of contact in one foot more than the others? I can. Definitely. I feel the outside of my left foot much more than the inside of my left foot. Okay, so I'm shifting around. You're just noticing. It doesn't really matter at this point. You're just observing. Okay, and now when you bend your knees, what happens to your ankles? Can you feel anything? When you bend your knees, your ankles close, right? So we want to keep our ankles, the front of our ankles, open when we're standing, because that will give us more energy. Also, what happens if you lock your knees out? Just notice what happens immediately. Feel anything in your shoulders and neck? Right? Everything gets a little harder. Of course, if you were trying to move your arms, I think you would find just by locking your legs, moving your arms becomes harder. Okay, so this mild springiness in your feet, ankles, and knees underlies everything that you're going to be doing with your upper body, but we often don't think about it, and we just think everything that we're doing on the violin comes from our arms, but you need this foundation of springiness. So now let's do a Tai Chi walk, and as you pick up your foot, I want you to imagine that it's got a little mild suction cup, and you can even imitate with your hand as you pick up and put down. Pick up, and we'll make a little circle. Put down. And you suck the energy out of the ground when you lift your foot. Feel that suction, and then drop the used energy when you drop the foot. Different way to walk, right? Okay, and now go a little faster and do a regular walk. But see if you can have a little feeling of that suction in the bottom of your feet. Does that feel a little different? A lot of us walk and we just sort of clomp along and we, sort of thrash our feet into the ground. Well, you're going to need those feet a long time. And your feet are your connection to the energy under the ground. So be aware of the way your feet connect to the ground.